You guys ready?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Water cooler. Water cooler.
Hey.
Water cooler.
Hello, and welcome to Water Cooler episode number 288. Wow. Or as we all know, it's 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 12. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know the show goes. Chris Locks. I'm on a kick it with my Corolla Digital Buds, Philly style. With me today, of course, Kalen Bean.
What's going on?
Hi, Kalen.
Hi.
A lot's going on. A lot has happened.
Good to hear.
Yeah. People think we rehearse that, Kalen, because it's just that's such a natural conversation we just had.
Yeah, we have it all the time.
What is your cadence? The Kalen
cadence?
It's just hello, Chris. Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Very interesting.
That's a made-up movie. Let's put that in the next round. A made-up movie. Kalen's Cadence.
Kalen's cadence. I like that. And all
too.
right, Gary Smith's here.
So what's up?
You see, that's more like it. A little energy. What do you think about Gary's intro, Kalen?
Very exciting.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I appreciate that feedback.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Matt Fondelier's here.
Hey, brother.
See, classic.
Classic. Love a classic.
And Mike Dawson's here.
Yes, he is.
That's a new
See,
one.
he confirmed.
He did.
Yeah, it's nice. He didn't ask me, hey, what's up? After I said
Guess
what's
he's just
up.
not very curious in your life.
You are
What's
very
happening
curious.
with
You do have a very curious voice. Well, Kalen's
Although there is a lot of time around the building that we're not doing a show, and I can have those conversations with Chris then.
Yeah.
So
Good.
that goes to fight for both your points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to include the audience.
I feel you.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kalen. Go ahead, Gary.
Oh, the claw going to work!
Amazing.
It will probably go down as the greatest thing Kalen has ever done for me.
I'm okay with that.
Last week for the Patreon show, Kalen said he handed me a flash drive. I was like, here you go. You're welcome. And on it were like 10 drops from of Kawhi Leonard highlights, whose nickname is the Claw. So we got a lot of new Claw drops, and I'm very, very happy with it.
It's getting very difficult to ever hear the word claw and not immediately want to capture it and use it as a drop.
Yeah, good. That's what I'm trying to work it out.
Yeah.
To be. Remember when it was old school? We just had liar, liar.
Those are the days,
We've
man.
really
Simpler times.
Yeah, we've really evolved here.
I feel like after our four-banger, that's when things got real.
Oh, I think so too. Like, you know how a lot of shows jump the shark? We swam under the shark and we got better.
We're riding the shark right now. We're riding the shark. We climbed on that motherfucker.
Yeah, we're straddling the shark.
Straddling the shark. There you
That's
go.
what we're doing. All right, so a few things. Just got back from Golden, Colorado / Denver, Colorado.
Is it? I heard on the podcast that it is appropriately named.
It's such a beautiful
golden place.
It's Dawson. This is right up your alley. It's straight up a pioneer town. Like you just went to Knott's Berry Farm and you went into like a western town. It's so cool, and it's very quaint. Yet I don't know. It just has a little bit of an edge to it, which is nice. I don't know. I can't really describe exactly what it is. It's just
What's the
cool.
edge exactly?
Backcountry
hillbillies
It's just
that could
It's
attack
just
you at
it's
any
a few
moment.
ranches. at
little
the edge of
bit
Golden.
of a little bit of a hippie edge.
Oh,
Maybe that's
hippie
what it is.
ranchers. You
Yeah,
say?
some hippie ranchers.
Is it a mind your manners kind of place?
Would you
No, not really.
would you call it
loose.
gritty?
A touch of grit.
Okay.
But it's just a beautiful place. We actually stayed in Denver though, so which is about a 25-minute drive from the venue.
What idiot planned that?
But I got
guys.
some extra time in Golden. So, well, first off, shout out to all the listeners in Golden. I got barked at a lot in
Wow.
Golden. Actually, so I ended up playing music at the venue before the Corolla show went up. I got to play some an acoustic set at the restaurant / patio part of the thing, and it was cool. And some lady just comes up to me and starts going like woo, 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 kind of like Arsenio Hall, like the Arsenio
Did you
show.
do the fist pump as well?
And I nod and I'm like, hey, thank you, yeah, thank you very much. It sounds like you had a good time. She's like, woo, woo, and then later at the night, her husband comes up to me and goes, my wife was barking at you and you didn't bark back.
Wow, Chris.
You did say that you would.
I did.
You didn't think it was a bark?
He thought it was Arsenio Hall.
Yeah, I thought it was Arsenio. I thought it was the Arsenio Woo Woo.
So you owe them a drink, is that right?
Yeah, I do.
Maybe two.
I feel bad. So I know you're listening, miss, and thank you very much. Woo, woo.
It's too late now.
It doesn't work across state borders.
And across digital medium.
I know. If there's
I
only a
felt
way
bad.
to get audio from one place to another.
Yeah, we got to figure that out. I think this podcast would really thrive if we were able to lock down that idea.
Well, maybe we can ask all the cell phones that listen to
Yeah,
us
great. I was just going to make that same suggestion.
to be picked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Cell phones. We know you're listening to our show constantly.
I wanted to say cell
And
phones.
Barstool.
Please disseminate our podcast. Is that the right word? Disseminate?
It sounds like another
It sounds
dirty word.
dirty, doesn't it?
Ooh, Dawson, write that
That's a good
down.
one. I'm gonna
Disseminate?
write that down. Oh, that's so good.
It just sounds dirty because it's all right. We don't have to go there. Anyway, so I actually got a nice day in Golden before even Mr. Corolla and Mr. August and Sonny came down because I had to get an earlier flight. So because I was playing the show, I wanted to get there early for setup. And Adam likes to play it pretty tight when he flies. So he likes to just stroll in. But and Gary knows this, and Dawson knows this too. Whenever we do live pods, the setup is a lot longer than you think. And now this is a one-man setup.
It's a lot longer with one man.
Yeah,
You and I could knock it out in less than half the time unless there were issues.
Are you saying that you're just way faster than me? At less than half the time. That
No,
means,
I'm saying 2 engineers.
70 or
Two
more
engineers.
percent.
But then why wouldn't that take half the time? If there are
It would
two of
take-
us,
it would take-
no. But if it would take less than half the time, you're saying that you're faster than me. Like
That's not what I'm saying.
Dude, you're
what I'm
working
saying
more than
is
twice as hard,
two engineers who know their job and know how to work together are greater than the sum of their parts. You get more work than just two engineers.
It's like when the Power Rangers come together. You understand?
It's so much fucking quicker because the sum of us working together totally outwits everything, because now you're also taking away walk time. How much time do you go from front of house to the stage?
Longer
hear
for
that?
Chris.
it takes a while. They had to go up the stairs
So
too.
yeah, we get one guy. When I'm on stage and you're back there or wherever, back and forth, it goes a lot faster.
You guys can do that thing like they do on boats where they take like the cables and then they like chuck it to the other guy.
Oh
you
yeah.
know? Just
Yeah,
don't
we should
get in the
have done
middle of
that
that
with
rope.
with the mic cables.
Yeah.
Yeah, just toss big
that's
old
all I'm
mic
saying.
cables.
Yeah,
to each
why
other.
walk? Why walk that distance?
I see. Okay. Well then, yeah, less than half the time. Dawson's right. So
Great observation, though.
So anyway, I fly. Oh well, my flight's scheduled to leave out of a different airport. I'm like, I'm going to leave since I'm flying separate. I'm going to leave out of the airport by my house, which is Long Beach Airport. Things are.
You were stoked on it.
I was really stoked because I don't have to drive all the way to Burbank, leave my car here. I can just go to Long Beach Airport, and the flight was at 10.
Yeah, when you left work the day before, I asked where you were flying out of, and you said Long Beach in a way that was like, "This is a flex. I'm letting you know." Like,
Oh yeah,
You were stoked.
And it
This is Friday, right?
Yeah, and the flight leaves at 10:30. So how perfect is that? I in my head I'm like, I'm not even packing till the morning, and I can just enjoy my night. So we're gonna go to a wine bar with some friends and just kind of because I'm working 7 days in a row at this point. I'm working from Sunday to Sunday, just boom. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna go out to a wine bar with my friends, and as we're walking to the wine bar, I get a text message from Southwest Airlines. Your flight has been canceled for tomorrow morning. Please click this link to rebook. And I just sent Matt. Matt's the one who books our flights. I just sent Matt the screenshot, like ruh-roh. And
I responded with an office beam.
yeah, you did.
GIF. Sorry. God damn it.
It's we know. Anyway, so Matt and I are scrambling to find flights, and I'm like trying to reschedule. I click the link. Every single Southwest flight out of Long Beach unavailable. And I'm thinking, there is no way all of these flights are full. Like, some of these are 3 stops. And of course, we want the nonstop to Denver. I'm like, what is going on? And I look online. There's a big computer outage from Southwest Airlines affecting Long Beach and a few other airports. And then a lot of people on Twitter have a little conspiracy theory that they got hacked. They just don't want that getting out. But Southwest got hacked, and they're, like, dealing with it.
There's a big thing right now about tons of flights getting canceled, right?
American is canceling a ton of flights because they don't have enough crew to man
but
them.
there's
I
some
think.
kind of
So
shortage
they
of-
say.
Yeah, who knows what is? I mean, who
Yeah,
knows
no,
what
I
PR
mean,
does.
you take away the supply, there's more demand, it can get more expensive. So it's very possibly a fucking
Yeah.
some guy at the top going, cancel all the flights. Charge double.
Did you guys ever think about this? American Airlines, their symbol is an eagle. It's a bird.
Ooh.
Kaylin,
Is it real?
coincidence?
I think not.
Are the
It's
planes?
a conspiracy.
Yeah.
It goes all the way to birds.
See?
Sorry,
which
I
don't
got us off
exist.
track. Sorry.
Which don't
Well,
exist.
No,
They
I
used
just
to.
looked to see if Kalen's
They
mind
used to
explodes.
exist.
They used to exist. They don't exist anymore.
They've been replaced
Okay.
by the government.
This is what gets our podcast an asterisk for misinformation on.
I thought that was
on
just
iTunes.
if we gave you a nickname.
Anyway, so Matt rebooks me, but now I'm flying out of Burbank at like 7.
And I'm pretty sure I got the very last seat on that plane.
Yeah.
Because naturally everybody who was going to fly out of Long Beach is now scrambling to get a new flight. And Burbank is naturally the next airport you would want to go to.
Yeah, so we're walking the wine bar. I mentally make peace with, okay, now I'm packing tonight. Because now I have to drive to, what I was going to do, I have to drive to work and then Uber from work to Burbank.
That also means an alarm clock that starts with a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was early. So,
It also means, by the way, that the rental car that Chris is supposed to pick up is no bueno anymore because he's now landing 5 hours ahead of when he was supposed to land. And now the original car rental agency does not have any more cars left.
Yeah.
And they will not let me just change the name of the driver or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like, it was a
a
disaster.
lot was going wrong, and we had to use some weird company we've never used before for car rentals because every car rental place was out of cars.
Yep.
So
but I got you a new reservation.
yeah, it got me near reservation. I'm all good, and then we go to the wine bar, and I'm like, okay, I'm with some friends. I'll order a bottle. Jen has like some cash out, and then she's like, oh. Can we use your card, Chris, just so I don't, I can hold on this cash? I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I give her my credit card that I just used to get these rental cars, and she gives it to the bartender, and the bartender's like, would you like to keep your tab open? And Jen says yes. And I'm like, okay, let's keep the tab open. Let's have a night. I don't
Sounds like
care.
a challenge.
It sounds like a challenge. But so the bartender says, okay, and then he walks away with my card. Now, there are two kinds of bars that when they open their tab. There's the kind that I like, where like, okay, here's your card back. I'll keep the tab open. That's great. And there are the kinds that I hate, which want to keep your card or want to keep an ID. I get it, though, because you want to make sure these people are still accounted for.
So you hate 90% of the bars out there?
I hate when they do
Okay.
that. I hate when they do that. And so, because now I have to make a mental note. Do not forget your card, Chris. Do not forget your card.
Well, just don't forget to close the bill.
Yeah, don't forget to close the bill, and just pay attention where your card is, because it's not on you anymore, my friend.
But the problem is with that mental note is that you're making that note as you're drinking a bottle of wine.
That's
Exactly.
true.
And that is really degrading that note. That's like putting that note in water and hoping that it will still be there in 2 hours.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm pretty good with it. But anyways, 2 hours pass. Go back, get my card. They can't find it. They can't find my credit
Oh,
card.
Jesus.
And the guy's like, I never took your card. And now I'm looking at him like, you did, because I made the mental note, my friend. I made the mental note. Like, I remember making the mental note. I remember where I was when I made the mental note. And he keeps just denying, no, I gave it back to you. I'm like, but you keep everyone else's card? Well, yeah.
But he gave you yours back.
Yeah,
apparently.
he gave mine back. Well, I don't
Wow,
have it, and I always put it in the
liar.
same spot. And then eventually, a little bit of humility was gained by him, and he's like, "Look, I think I did lose it, and I'm sorry. It must
There
have fallen
you
in a
go.
crack." And he like sits me down. He's like, "Wine's free, whatever. You're good. Just I'm so sorry." And I'm like, "It's okay. It's fine. I get it. It happens. We're okay. Just give me a call back if you see it." And now I'm walking back, wondering, "Am I going to get this rental car that used my card already?" And usually, typically, when you go, they're like, "Can we see the card that we charge and your ID and all this stuff?" So now I'm a little worried about that. I pack to the wee hours in the morning. I get all my emails and rundowns down and sent out because I don't want to have to do this in the morning just in case I don't know what this flight's going to look like. And I drive out to Burbank, get in the Uber, and this very nice lady is Ubering me, and she's a talker, and it's early. So she literally asks, "What are your dreams?"
Wow.
Like, what are your dreams?
Don't they have an option
What are your
on
hopes?
Uber now for you to be like,
You have
I
to
want a
get-
quiet ride,
You have
please.
to get like an Uber Select or above, so it's
Oh.
more expensive to get that.
Yeah.
But yes, it's an option. Chris,
What are
I
your
would have
dreams?
did you
yeah.
fire back with that this conversation will end right now or something like that?
No, I told her
He
about my
would never.
dreams.
You're so polite.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so we had a nice little heart to heart, and and she's talking about her dreams, and she's like, "Yeah."
That's why she asked you. By the way, she had no interest to know what your dreams were.
I would have
She
just said,
Speaking of dreams,
yeah, I would have said, if she said to me, "Tell me about your dreams," I'd go, "Tell me about yours."
That's nice.
Oh,
because she wants to.
See, I would have been the
And
opposite.
I just want to shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
See, I'd be the opposite. So I'll make a deal with you. I won't tell you about mine if you don't tell me about yours.
See, yeah, I guess we all kind of have our different approaches. I really like Dawson's though, and I wish
Yeah.
I would have thought of that one.
It would have saved you some time.
And always have a I don't dream chamber.
That's good too. That leads to a lot of follow-up questions, though. Like, do you have like a weird
For the
sleeping
most part,
disorder?
I don't dream.
Really?
Yeah.
You drink a lot. That's why.
6 out of 7 nights I don't. Is that why?
Yeah, totally, dude.
Is that
when
why?
I've like
Yeah.
gone
Is that a thing?
for like periods of time where I'm not partying all the time, you definitely your
I
dreams
haven't
come back.
This has been this way for years.
Yep.
How do you know
Years.
that this
Tracks.
isn't a dream?
No, it doesn't,
Well,
Jack.
if you want some crazy ass dreams, put on a nicotine patch.
Those I remember. I had the most psycho dreams when I was on the Chantix that didn't work. Yeah. That was
Yeah.
nuts. I shot my dog in the face.
That
one
is
night
nuts.
in a dream.
That is-
My own dog.
On purpose?
Yeah. I think in the dream I had to.
Oh.
You had to?
It was a fucking
You had no
fucked
choice?
up
I'm
dream.
sorry, man.
Yeah.
That'd be awful.
Maybe don't do the nicotine patches
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, no, I don't like
Oh,
those
I think they're
dreams.
kind of fun.
I'm happy with not dreaming.
Every
That's good.
time Jen wakes up and she goes, I just had the worst dream, and I always look at her and go, this is the dream. That's real life.
God damn you.
That's pretty good.
That would scare the shit out of
You
me.
should whisper it next time.
I try to say we're creepy.
I would say as a kid, the idea of having like a nightmare within a nightmare, just the idea alone was so scary. And it happened to me a couple times when you have that, where you run to your parents' room in the dream and then your mom turns around and she's also a monster or
Yeah.
whatever. Ooh,
Yeah,
scary.
it's scary, man. It's scary, especially the more real they are. And anyway, so the Super Driver talking about dreams, aspirations. Then she mentions like just tell me about herself and like, oh yeah, I grew up. My family owns a casino. I'm like, oh, which casino? She's like Pachanga. Your family owns Pachanga, and she's like, yeah. Well, I'm part of this Indian tribe. And I'm like, oh.
Why are
Okay.
you driving for Uber?
Well, because she's part of the tribe. Like the whole tribe owns this casino. So it's I don't know if it's her like nuclear family, but it's her tribal family that owns it. But she's and then she says, she looks at me and she goes, do you pick up glass when you see it, like broken? And I just like, not really. I mean, like it's just I don't typically have a broom. She's like, I have a broom. I always pick up glass when it's broken. I'm like, okay. She's like, because I don't want cats stepping on it.
Noble.
Like,
Tell
yeah.
me more about your dreams, lady.
This is-
Let's get into this.
Dude, this is a 10-minute ride that just took me to a lot of different places.
Did you get the sense that she was on some form of prescription drug? Or a recreational drug, for that matter?
Maybe. I mean, but anyways, she's very nice. I still gave her 5 stars.
Good job.
Yeah, she worked hard. So anyway, so she'd tell me about sweeping up random glass, and then she drops me off. And I have so many bags. I have the podcast Pelican. Like,
Not a bird, for listeners.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Wondering. We do not
that's
have
not
a
Mike
mascot. Chris does not.
Sorry,
take
yeah,
live birds
that
with
was
him.
such. You're totally right, Matt. That was such inside lingo. I have a big case, a very heavy case on wheels of podcasting gear.
Yeah,
in order
and in
to
the industry, those cases are called
Pelican cases, or in
Yeah.
this case, yeah. So, and then I have the bingo hopper, which is in a big.
That is actually
Yes.
what it's
Actually a bingo hopper.
actually a bingo hopper.
Yeah, for the show because we use it for a prop for the show. And then I have the merch bag, which is full of books,
Heavy.
very
Yeah.
heavy bag.
Wheels on that one.
And then I have my guitar, and then typically I travel with a bag of with my clothes. But since I brought the guitar, I put all my clothes in the merch bag just to have one less bag because this is already getting pretty hard. Oh, and my backpack with my laptop and stuff. So I have all these bags, and I'm going through Burbank. It's the busiest I've ever seen it. And I barely make this flight. Like they're calling my name on the loudspeaker. That's how long, because it's just so busy. And so I made the flight. Thank goodness. I get to Golden, head over to a cafe, finish up like editing some Corolla Classics podcasts and get those out. And then I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm gonna get some lunch because I don't have to be at the venue till like 4. And I fly in, I land in around 10. So I've a few hours to kill in Golden. So after the cafe, I'm like, I'm gonna get some lunch. And I go to this place called Woody's Wood-Fired Pizza. Just packed. It was already pretty packed. Oh, by the way, all the restaurants there, they have signs that just say like masks optional, which is kind of interesting. Like, yeah, just optional, whatever. Everyone's pretty. And the bartender at Woody's says that they've been really stepping on the gas for reopening because they got the All-Star game Denver has the All-Star game, so they want to make sure that they're in good shape for when that happens. So I'm looking at this menu. It's a big pizza. It's a pizza place. I'm like, what should I get here? Because I've never been here, and I don't think I want a whole pizza to myself.
Hot chicken sandwich.
And the guy takes my menu. He just closes it, and he just says, "Pizza bar." And I say, "Excuse me, pizza bar?" Oh, and by the way, I have an ice cold Coors Banquet on me too, because Coors is obviously brewed in Golden, Colorado, and yeah.
And you're a big Cobra Kai fan.
Yeah, and a big Cobra Kai fan. Dude, does that not make you want to drink Coors Banquet?
Yes, it does.
Like, I want nothing more. Like, it really works. Like, it just...
Nothing on earth could make me want to drink Coors Banquet.
Really? But you like C-?
Love a C-. Love a C-.
Crazy.
Fucking standard Coors, the yellow jackets. Oh, they're horrible.
You look
fucking
like a
hate
Coors
that beer.
Banquet guy.
No.
Really?
Ugh.
Oh,
It's terrible.
unreal. Well, they had Coors Light there, too, Doss. Don't worry,
I'm all over those.
yeah. But so I'm drinking... Oh, but yeah, the
What?
Coors Banquet and Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Makes me want it so much. And like Mad Men makes me want to smoke a cigarette. I don't even smoke cigarettes.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess I'm very easily persuaded and influenced.
So you got a pizza bar.
And what that is, Matt, he just points me to this place where these guys are just throwing out pizzas onto the shelf, and just like, yeah, whatever you want. All we ask is
Whole
that
pizzas.
you get a new plate every time. And it was a buffet of pizza.
Just get a slice.
Yeah, as many slices as all you can eat, and they had a salad bar. And I realized this is my first buffet experience since COVID, since the pandemic. Like, yeah, because obviously, we're not going to places where we can all share tongs and stuff. So, yeah, definitely pigged out on some pizza. I was so full of pizza. I think I ate a whole pizza eventually with all the different, because I wanted to try everything.
And that wood-fired crust.
Yeah, wood-fired crust. It's so good. And I always say this, like, and Matt does it too when he goes out to eat with his wife, that they always share everything. And it's just, I'm really in for the variety.
Except for the check.
I'm here for the variety. I'm not here to just eat a big steak. I want a bite of everything. I want to taste everything. So I'm eating all these different slices, but I'm finishing them because it's all you can eat. You don't want to leave.
What were the slices? What'd you have? What was the best one?
Barbecue chicken, pepperoni, veggie. I literally ate a veggie pizza. I ate everything. They had a white pizza. They had a margarita. Like all of it. Had it all, and it was awesome.
The wheel, baby.
The wheel. It was a literal pizza wheel.
So can we just fast forward where you shit your pants?
Did not shit my pants.
Aw.
Anyway, go to the venue, play the shows, and I'm playing for this patio. It's supposed to be like a pre-cocktail party for Corolla drinks and all this stuff. So I'm playing, and everyone's having a really good time. And I'm like, wow, this everyone's so nice. Look, the Adam Carolla Show listeners, they're very, very nice. I mean, we've seen them on the cruise. They're just polite, and every comedian that opens for Adam is always like, "Wow, you have a really good fans. You have a really great crowd." And they're totally it's totally true. Like, and this show in particular too has very, very cool fans. That's why I love going to our Facebook page and stuff. And so they watch the show, and now everybody's walking up to me. There's a big crowd around me as I'm taking apart my guitar, because I got to run down and do a quick sound check with Dawson before the podcast. And I was like, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm Chris from the Am Carolla Show." Like, what? None of them were listeners from the show. They were just like people in Golden.
Wow.
And they're just,
Nice.
And it was so weird. And I mean, it's going to sound like I'm bragging, but I'm just saying how weird this was. They're like, people are like, we come here every week. That was the
They
best.
love live music.
That was the best musical performance we've ever seen here, and we watch
Nice.
music here, and like stuff like that. And,
Oh, cool.
That's freaking awesome.
And somebody put a tip jar in the middle of my set in front of me. I made $200.
Wow.
Jeez.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is a Buffalo Rose, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, that's dope.
Doc-
Let's go back.
Yeah, we should do a podcast there.
Let's go do 3 days. And
Yeah, they were stoked. So it was just, and I didn't realize those were just the locals at Golden, and I'm just like, thank you for welcoming me in your nice town. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
it's so cool here. Anyway, and then we had the 2 shows. They were great, and then ended up flying back, and successful trip nonetheless. Like, sure, there's some hiccups on the way in, and but it was a very good trip, and I just want to thank everybody at Golden for being so welcoming. All right. You guys want to do some comments?
Yeah.
All right. Gary's going to open something.
I need to open one too, so you may as well play a second one.
Yeah, let's do it.
Short and sweet.
He's
I'll
so
take it.
stoked. He's so into it, though. People are liking it. All right, let's do some comments.
It's time for listener comments.
All right. And once again, we want to thank everybody for writing in and submitting your comments. And these are all comments and claims that are found on our Facebook page.
Don't do that.
Facebook. Okay, if anybody wants to join our Facebook group, it's very easy. You just go to facebook.com/groups/Bobo Army Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions, and we might let you in. It's my favorite place on the internet, so please check it out.
Easy to get to.
Easy peasy.
Please check it out. All right, let's kick it off. This is a comment from Adam Holdsworth. He just says, "If y'all don't do the Parade podcast, you're pussies."
Well,
and he's talking about?
Or just busy.
He's talking about what I brought up, which is a parade in Pasadena called the Doodah Parade, which happens every year, except for last year because of the pandemic. And I can tell you that while we were on air last week, I was already looking at the website to see how I could get us in that parade, because it's really not that hard or expensive. But at least as of now, they have not updated the site with details for this year's parade. But again, it happens in November. So if it happens, which I'm really hoping that it will, we're probably not going to know about it for another 6 months.
Do they have a social media presence?
Great question. I don't know. But again, you just sign up. It's not like we need to be convincing in any way, shape, or form. That's the glory.
I still think we should convince. I would like everyone to bark.
They're just going to be like, guys, just fill out a piece of paper. You're in.
Find
Let
the dude
us in. Let us in.
That's what I want, Matt. That's the exact dynamic I want with this parade.
Okay, well, I'll let you know. I'll look into it.
All right. Johnny Shine says the parade podcast idea is amazing, and we should use the Dumb and Dumber van as our car.
Well, I like where your head's at, but
We got to break onto the Universal Studios lot, like
the dock van. Raymond Beltran Sr., he created a poll, and this was an unusual poll.
Really?
He says, which water cooler personality is colorblind? and because he says 20% of males are colorblind, so odds are that one of us is colorblind.
Sure.
So which one's colorblind? Kalen with a resounding lead. he over double second place. So Kalen, are you
finally won a
colorblind?
poll,
No,
dude.
I'm not colorblind.
You finally won a poll.
Yeah.
Kalen won a poll.
Thanks, guys. I'm colorblind.
The one who's most likely to be colorblind.
Yeah. Do you have anything to say about that?
What color's your shirt?
Gray.
That's definitely not what I would have
we may
said.
have a problem.
I'm just happy to be first in a poll finally. So
Yeah.
So thank you to whoever started the poll. I forgot who
Beltran?
it was. Yeah, Beltrons.
Senior.
Senior.
It's a big number for you.
Yeah. Thank you, Beltrons.
Senor.
Senor
Senor
Beltrons.
Senor
Yeah.
Beltrons.
Next up is Dawson
What?
for second place.
Why?
Being colorblind.
I don't get it.
I
You don't have a sense of
why
smell.
is Kalen first place?
That's true. This is a great poll.
Yeah.
All right.
Next, after that, it's Matt.
Okay.
And
I
then-
can confirm that I am not colorblind.
Oh, interesting.
Anyone else confirm?
I can confirm
I can confirm as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
that you're not colorblind. I am in second place. I mean, I'm second to last. Excuse me.
It's a victory in itself.
Yeah. And,
the winner.
And the winner,
Least likely to be colorblind.
Gary. Congratulations, Gary.
Now, why is Gary the most
why is
exempt
Gary?
from this?
Wow. That's fantastic.
I will say this, Matt. One of the comments was, I picked Matt because nobody voted for him yet.
Well, thank you.
So there you go. And then
Good
three
to know I
other
have some
people
support out there.
jumped on that. Dan Hoover. Oh, I like this question. He asks, if you get to revive one canceled or finished TV series for just one more season, which series do you choose? Any canceled or finished TV series let's get one more season out of them.
Yeah, dude, I got one.
What is it?
I go Quantum Leap, bro.
Quantum
to
Leap.
bring it back.
Bring back Bacula.
That's good.
Okay.
I've never seen an episode of Quantum Leap.
I have no idea.
Oh, that was a great show.
It's good, dude.
Yeah. Reminds me of my
What's the
childhood.
log line? Just one line.
He gets leaped out of his reality and jumped back into time into another person's body. So that when Scott Bakula looks in the mirror, he sees the person he is. But we all see Scott Bakula. And then he's got to set something right in that person's life. And as soon as he does that, he jumps again. And he's always hoping that the next jump will take him home.
Well, we've discovered a new segment on the show.
That's awesome.
That was a perfect description.
Yeah. That was a
great show.
great
It's a great
pitch.
fucking show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that show out. Did it get canceled or did it finish?
I don't know. I think it ran like 7 years.
7 years?
I'm guessing. Could be 5. Could be 3.
That's a lot of bodies to jump around in.
Yeah.
Matt, what about you?
I think they tried to bring it back and it just didn't work. But I would love for them to give MacGyver another shot again.
It's back.
They did bring it back.
It's
but
still going.
Not,
It's still going. The new one's still going.
The new MacGyver.
But it's
Well,
not.
You've never watched an
can't-
episode of it. It's been out for 3 years.
That's correct. That's the one that I would bring up.
That's the show that you would bring back.
That's the one I would bring back.
Are you talking about the
But
old
no,
one?
we're talking about bringing back the exact show.
Yes. Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gary, what about you?
I mean, I'm obviously just a little too close to it right now, but Entourage.
Oh, you get one. And did you enjoy the movie?
Yeah, I did. I mean, the movie really constrains like a world like that. That's hard to do, and I thought they did a very good job with the amount of time and money they had.
Yeah. What about you, Kalen?
I'd probably bring back Game of Thrones for another season in the hopes that they could just fix what
Very
they broke.
masochistic of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do
really.
it, but-
So they F you over. They punch you in the face, and you want to get back up and turn the other cheek.
I want more.
You want more?
Yeah. I have hopes.
What about you, Chris?
Game of Thrones. It's just crazy how fast that show just disappeared off of all of our pop culture.
It was like-
That's what
I
happens
remember-
with cultural phenomenon.
I rewatched that show so many times, over and over and over again. And then, like, one of the best criticisms I heard about the last season was right when the pandemic hit, and we were a few months in, and everyone's like, Game of Thrones just ended, and I have no care to rewatch Game of Thrones anymore because
Yeah.
I know how it ends, and it's horrible.
It wasn't satisfying enough to get there again. Yeah, I mean, look, even the GIFs. Matt has seen Game of Thrones. He's using Office GIFs.
Yep. True.
Yeah, they're like everything, like memes. There's no
I'd bring
Game of
that
Thrones
back.
anymore.
I'd bring back the American Office just for one more season.
Just for the more GIFs. I need some
Yeah.
more choices. I need some more emotions
Yep.
to
And
convey.
if you want to commiserate in the final season or two of Game of Thrones, a great Reddit thread is Free Folk. And they just talk about all the ways in which the makers of that show screwed it up.
Really? It's
Yeah.
just people,
Yeah.
a bunch of people complaining
Yeah.
about the product?
Yeah.
Ah.
Mostly the end of it. I think they were all pretty big fans during.
Yeah, sounds like the Adam Carolla subreddit. All right, let's see. Mine would be either Last Man on Earth, just because I need to know.
Oh, great idea,
I need
Chris.
to know what happened.
I want to change my answer.
That got
that
canceled.
show got canceled, and I wanted to know what happened.
Yeah. Or there's a show like when Lost was happening, Lost was just starting to end. They tried to make another show called Flash Forward, where it's just like a weird thing where everybody woke up and it was like the future. I forget what the exact premise was, but they ended after one season, and I was invested, and I needed to know why. So it's more of just I'm more of the I need to bring back a canceled series so I can know why things happened, because they don't tell you. Let's see here. TJ Blacksher. He says, "Oh, great guest on the Resume podcast was a guy."
The Earl of Blackshire. That's who that is, dude.
TJ, the
You got to
Earl-
join the Patreon so you can have that nickname, bro.
Yeah, it's
if
not
we catch you
official.
using it in the Facebook group, we're going to kick you out.
Jeez. Wow. A great guest on the Resume podcast was a guy named Christone Kingfish Ingram. And while I was at my local record store, today I saw his album, and I picked it up. I definitely recommend it, and I'll be buying his next one, too. I feel like I'm supporting a Boba Boy, even though it wasn't a thing yet when he was on the podcast. Thanks, TJ. So I did a one-on-one interview with this blues guitarist named Kingfish. It actually wasn't a Resume podcast. It was just a random interview that I did, and I put it up on YouTube, and a lot of people have been watching it.
Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't it have some insane number of views?
It has over 100,000.
That's nuts.
That's
That's really
incredible.
cool.
That is
Yeah.
good.
That's really
Are
cool.
you regretting not branding it with the show that you do?
No, but
Can you regret it? Because
I-
I regret
weirdly-
you not doing that.
weirdly, I did get a really mean comment. Let me see if I could find. This is a really mean comment about my interviewing skills, and I thought,
Uh-oh.
what the heck, man? Why would you say that?
Username
On that
Simpson
YouTube
fans,
video?
not me.
Yeah, on that, everybody's always been really nice, but one guy was just not. Okay, here
It
it
doesn't
is.
say the IP address, does it?
No, but his name's Brad Hester.
Wait, jumble those letters around.
His name's Larry Smith. No, Brad. He writes, and he edited it too. So he
It's
he went
even
back.
meaner
Yeah,
now.
he went back to make it meaner.
It's like, on second thought.
So everybody's just talking about how great Kingfish is, and they like our rapport together. It's called A Conversation with Kingfish, by the way, if anybody wants to watch it. But this guy comments, Jesus Christ, I would pay good money for this interviewer to shut up. Watching him when King is talking, he can't wait to throw his 2 cents in. When King was saying where he's from, he was literally chomping at the bit to interrupt him and talk about himself.
Were you literally chomping at the
There was
bit?
no bit to chomp. I don't think I was.
Yeah.
And then he says, then King specifically says he doesn't like to be complimented exactly. And dude commences to compliment him for an hour. Jesus Christ, this is near unbearable. So this is what this guy wrote. And I was like, that kind of hurt.
Yeah, that's deep.
That kind of hurt. But everyone else liked it. So, yeah.
Well, you know what I got out of that? He listened to the entire thing.
He did. He must have. And I don't think it's called a conversation with Kingfish. It's us. It's two guys
you're
talking.
supposed to have a conversation.
Yeah, it has 118,000 views. So if
Holy
anybody wants to
crap.
watch it,
It's amazing.
Can
please.
you rename it?
To water cooler.
Yeah, on the water cooler.
Even better, patreon.com/watercooler.
There
Yeah,
you go.
just
Put
call
that in
it.
the description for more like this.
Yeah. See, I need you guys to help me with marketing.
Yeah.
But I would like to. If anybody really likes it, let me know because I'd love to just talk to more musicians and kind of hang out with them. I think that stuff's kind of fun.
If only you did a podcast with a musician.
Only
If only
Casey
one
Peters.
person in this group was a musician.
Casey Peters asked a question. Someone at work thinks they're funny because I guess Casey says he hates tongue depressors,
Yeah,
the
this
little
one's
popsicle
weird.
sticks. He says it makes me shiver just thinking about it, like nails on a chalkboard, and it's actually a thing. It's called xylophobia. It doesn't terrify me like a true
Doesn't need
phobia.
the A.
I think
but
it'd be
still.
phobia.
No, not this one.
Yeah, it's not even a full.
You get the
phobia.
A when you go when you stick your tongue out for it.
Yeah, so xylophobia. Anyone else on the xylophobic train with me? What do you guys think? You guys hate tongue depressors? Is that really a thing?
The xylophobic train was Gary Matt and I's third record. It was experimental.
Right.
It was pretty
Yeah.
good. It was some freeform jazz. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a weird turn with his musical styling.
Right.
But yeah, I think I like it if you're in the right mood.
That was just before the tragedy in New Mexico.
Right.
Yeah, crazy time signatures. What are you guys? Do you guys have a phobia at all?
I think I've talked about mine before.
Yeah, I got swallow paralysis.
That's right.
And sometimes when I see a tongue depressor and I know that dude's gonna fucking doctor with it,
Yeah.
I'll get swallow paralysis. Like, you know,
Well, Casey Peters.
it happens, dude.
You do know that these things record what we do and say, right?
Oh boy.
I also say you don't want me editing myself.
That's right.
No,
Of
not
course.
at all.
I'm fine.
Not at all.
Maybe a tight
What
zoom.
were you afraid of, Matt? Or what's your phobia?
I don't like it when two spiders are like in a close quarters fighting with each other. That freaks me the
But
fuck
does
out.
that count as is that arachnophobia or is that like a different kind of
That's
phobia?
duarachnophobia.
Arachnophobia. Yes.
That's what I have.
And Gary?
No, I don't think I have anything that qualifies as a phobia. I definitely hate spiders, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I saw Daddy Longleg in my bed
Yeah.
yesterday morning.
See, the one spider doesn't bother me,
It
especially a
didn't- they
daddy
don't-
long
Daddy
legs. Those
long
are
legs
nice.
don't bother me.
Yeah, they're
and
nice.
I didn't kill it.
That's
I
good.
let it go.
We're accepting that Daddy Longlegs isn't just a nickname for somebody.
Yeah, Daddy Longlegs is in my bed. Yeah, it's a weird sentence.
Yeah, it didn't sound great. Sorry, Jen.
It's a spider. Ken, what about you?
Well, Jen was working the graveyard shift, so
Sure.
that's when Daddy Longlegs comes over.
Yeah. That is such a good like male prostitute name. Daddy Longlegs. Must be taken already.
I used to have a phobia of shots, but I got over that when I had to go, when I now
Yeah.
have to go into the hospital once a week and get a shot to
And
test
you-
my blood. I've quickly gotten over that.
And you used to have to give yourself a shot every day.
Yeah,
That was the worst because Kalen, when he was,
It's got to be like exactly 12 hours apart. So often I would have to come in and do it here.
yeah. So Kalen tells me I have to give myself a shot, and I'm like, okay, does it hurt? And he's like, yeah, it hurts. And then he's like, and I'm like, can I watch? He's like, no. And then Kalen would go to the back of the warehouse,
My office.
and you would just hear this. Sorry, I laughed. You would just hear this. Oh, like in the distance, and it just hurt my heart. Like every day coming to work. Oh, it's like okay.
I'd have to like psych myself up for it every time.
After the third day, I went to him and I was like, dude, how long do you have to do this for? And he was like, my life.
Yeah, he was just like,
Oh my god,
really
man! Like, I
sad.
don't know what. Why? I wish I wasn't in this conversation now. I'm so
Just
sorry.
it's like hearing a dog yelp or something. It sucked. And you give yourself a shot in your stomach.
I guess the one positive thing is it got me over my phobia of shots. So
Yeah.
now
Okay. There you go.
yeah.
I know. I still kind of have a phobia with needles. I got some blood work done the other day, and every time or when I got the vaccine, like I have to look at something. I just have to read it and just hyper focus on like a sign. Just read every word. And like, oh, those letters are shaped funny. What font is that? And like and then I don't even know half. That's the only way I could do it. So maybe I do have a shot phobia as well. Ryan Huff created a fun poll here. What's your favorite water cooler drop? And a resounding win for
Press.
That's right. Everybody loves
Press.
And next up, second place is this one.
Sup, fuckers.
People love that
I
one.
haven't played that one in a while.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Sup, fuckers.
And then a close third place is this one.
Oh, no.
So there you go, Matt.
There you go.
And then
just killing it.
And then fourth place is this one.
How do you guys feel about eating puss? You guys like it? Yeah, I would think that would be higher.
And then fifth place.
But love me some clam.
So there you go,
Dominating the
Matt.
charts,
Yeah,
baby.
You're dominating. And then Ryan says the Patreon exclusive.
Except you don't hold the top spot.
I know. That's where
You could just
that's
say you
what
got
hurts.
second place over and
Press!
over and over
Press!
again.
Look, he's walking with more medals than me, Dawson.
I just
but
need to break him down. Just
I've got
break
the
him
one-
down a little
I've
bit.
Yeah,
the
Ken,
one
what
that's
would you
shining.
rather have? Would you want first place or do you want the last four?
I would rather take first place.
First place over. Really?
The gold.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, see, Kaylin and I are win guys. You guys are either place or show.
But what impresses?
Fuck do you think you are? I fucking literally won.
Yeah. What do you? What?
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
I'm kidding, dude.
The part that hurts
mean
the
that.
most is it's my fault that drop even exists in the first place.
You're right.
I
It
was
is your
foisting
fault.
on my own
Oh yeah, in
petard.
a way,
It is your
yeah.
fault.
You did it to yourself, Matt.
Yep.
Well, does that impress you more, Matt, to hear if someone is like, oh, that guy is he won the gold medal, or that guy is a 4-time Olympic medalist? What? The
That's
gold
a
medal.
Really good.
How
way
many
to phrase
medals
it.
are you giving out at your
You
Olympics?
should be a publicist for people who don't win.
Fourth
the
and
gold.
fifth place get medals now?
No, he's just saying
No,
he's
they
won
placed.
like a couple silvers over
Yeah.
like different events.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, gold
You're right.
is so
the
much
four-time
better.
That
makes
does
it
sound better.
Yeah, it sounds better now.
That is true.
Yeah, there you go, Matt. Just trying to make him feel better, Doss. Speaking of Doss,
I'm a 4-time medal winner of sound drops.
No, dude, they do not give away medals
Where
for
are my
fourth
medals?
place
Give me
and
medals.
lower.
give Matt all the. These are my Olympics, Doss. I can do whatever I want. I give Matt
You
medals.
can be a 2-time medalist. I will grant you 2-time medalist.
I'll take
But you're
Yelp.
not a gold medalist. Gary is a gold medalist.
Yeah.
Just stronger.
Sorry, Matt.
think about
The man spoke. Jeff Richardson, speaking of Doss, he says, love you, Dos Angeles. Quote, a taco is a Mexican sandwich. I will laugh at that all day. That's something you said on the Corolla show. Although still, my favorite Dawson is...
Casey Kasem said that during a broadcast of the top 40.
There you go. And well, now it's a Dawsonism. My
There
favorite
is one
Dawsonism.
better. Yeah.
There's no I in team. But there is an M in me. I think about that probably once a day now. Just like that quote just blows my mind. Trevor West created a poll. Who's going to win among the water cooler guys in a Nathan's hot dog eating contest? A huge first place win for it.
Press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would also
Yeah.
vote for Chris.
And then second place is Phil, the dog.
You beat Phil. That's impressive.
Then Matt next in third place. Dawson in fourth place, so no medal for you, Doss.
That's
We'll
cool.
give you a medal.
I would just eat. I get hot dogs.
And then Gary
I'll
and
just
Kalen.
leisurely eat some hot dogs and certainly take fourth place.
Gary and Kalen
fifth.
both in last place, tied for last place with 1 vote each.
It's better than 0.
Is yeah, but you guys can put it down. I wouldn't make it seem like it's that big of a difference from me to them. Kimberly Evans, she's asking for us to please help settle debate for her.
All right, let's do it.
You
Let's
got
hear
it.
it.
Do you consider Guns N' Roses a hair band? Why or why not? And I think there's one person here that we should ask
Yeah.
that can really truly answer this.
Kaylin.
Kaylin, what do you
Kaylin.
think? Is Guns N' Roses a hair band?
Yes. I just picture them with long hair, so that would make them a hair band in my book.
Sure,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
they
All right.
had
Yeah.
beards of long hair.
They rock hard, so There it is, hairband.
Can I request a quick flicking hairbands?
It's too broad.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a guy who flicked grass.
Doss, is Guns N' Roses a hairband?
That's a really, I mean, fuck, we saw, if we can answer that question, we can do anything.
How are
Yeah,
they
we'd
not
solve
a
a lot of
hairband?
Do they have hair?
I think
see-
hairbands are a little more.
First question. Do they
we
have
gotta
hair?
start from the beginning, guys.
Are there any bald members of
Yeah.
this band? Are
Now-
they a band? Are we even sure they're a band?
I mean, look,
hairband.
if you simply attribute the hair part
Yep.
of the band
I think that's what we're going for.
and generally the same kind of music, you know, Hairspray, big hair, you know, one can argue that, you know, people in other bands like Motley Crue wore makeup and shit. There was no makeup in Guns N' Roses.
There's no
But
glamour.
the hair was the same. So if we're going to draw we got to put a wall in at glam rock. Remember, there's a thing such as glam rock.
Sure.
Well, Guns N' Roses is not a glam band.
No.
No.
They certainly are a hair band.
I agree with that 1,000,000%. That's my thought too. So yeah, they're a hairband.
I would
But
also-
they can also be respected. See, it just seems like an insult to call them.
It
because They
does.
were just so innovative. It's like
Oh, I see. So
they
it's
were
like
the
it's
band.
like a bad
they were the
term.
greatest band in the world
Well,
at one time.
Yeah.
see.
So they're yes, they do qualify as a hairband, but they have Rose above it.
Yeah, they're Guns N' Roses.
They have Guns
Roses
N' Roses
above
above it.
They have Guns and Roses above it.
There you go.
All right.
Also, I feel like if you can, and this may be controversial, but I feel like I could listen to 4 songs from different hair metal bands, and I could very easily guess that Guns N' Roses was the artist of that song for every single time that you would play it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like their songs sound like other hair band songs as well. So
Yeah.
not only had the same look, but I would argue they had the same
well,
sound.
the singer singing with a high pitch, like
Like, you could play me a Def Leppard song or something and be like, that's Guns N' Roses. I would be like, yep.
Oh, so you're
Oh.
just saying that you're not well versed on who the hair
That's
bands
correct.
are.
Yeah, that's what I'm
not
saying.
that-
It's
'cause,
controversial.
I was confused because Guns N' Roses they did some things on that record that no other band could do.
Let me suggest this. Matt, when it comes to hair bands, is a basic bitch the way when it comes to food, I'm a basic bitch.
yeah.
Sure.
There is
I guess. I don't know why you had to put that word into it, but
Thanks for putting it in terms that I understand.
yeah.
And as far as the
That was
song
Sue's Ford.
"Sweet Child of Mine," I go through the biggest ways of either I freaking love this song to this is the worst song I've ever heard, and I don't know what it is. It just
It's
changes.
how many
with
beers
the,
you
with the
had
season.
when you've heard it.
Yeah, it might be well. Actually, right now I think it's a great song, but then there are times when
And
I
you
hear
are
that intro
loaded.
and then that bass come in and the. Yeah, I am loaded. And I think, I'm not into it. So yeah, it's just I really can't make up my mind, I guess.
Coffee mug full of scotch.
Cheers, guys. Let's see here. Eric Lepore. Oh, he shared his first post. And he says, I thought I broke free from this site, Facebook. Then you SOBs with sweet D's drug me back in.
Right.
So welcome back, Eric. And yeah, look, I think this is a great excuse. Look, Facebook sure has its reputation, and people don't want their public record and all their business out there. You can make it pretty private or just lie about some of the stuff and just join the group and just comment.
But Eric went in hard with his full name. Eric, who is an official self-appointed hot dog connoisseur.
Yeah, there you go. Kevin Elwell says, what's your vote for best gas station food wherever you live or travel? Pictured. Oh, he put a picture of a sausage biscuit.
This is a Midwest thing, right?
You got to actually eat what they make, or you can't get a potato burrito.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's a good
Pat
question.
Rapper.
'cause
Yeah, what's your vote for best gas station food wherever you live or travel? So what do you guys think? What are you guys into? Do you guys do you guys get the hot food? Do you get hot
Never.
food from
Never. No.
There's
No, but in
there's
California,
one
Southern California, there's nothing. It's gross.
there's one exemption to me. There's only one time I've ever gotten it, and
It's
that's
a
when
sandwich place.
no, that's when Dawson and I would drive up to Yosemite with Doug Laux, and we'd always stop at this gas station, and
Yeah,
Doug
good
would
shit.
load up on just the worst foods, and so I just got the same thing. It's corn dogs.
You got gas station
We did.
corn
Gas
dogs.
station
Gas station corn dogs every
So
time we
good.
go up
Were
there.
Were those on the
Yeah.
rollers? Do they put their corn dogs on rollers?
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, those were fucking good.
And they were great.
Roller skating.
They were. Yeah, they were. They made them there. They did them there. They weren't.
Rollers need a new PR team because it might have been the Simpsons that ruined it, but just seeing those rollers cooking those dogs or just keeping them warm, just kind of
a good look.
Yeah, it's not a good look. They need to make those look better or something. Put some color in them or something. I don't know what the answer is. Gary, what about you? Gas station food.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard tell of gourmet gas station food where the best barbecue in this town in Louisiana, like that's the spot. But I've never been to one of these places. I've never been to a gas station where I was willing to eat the food.
Yeah. What about? Well, what's your favorite snack then? Like a Slim Jim, some jerky.
Goldfish crackers.
Goldfish crackers.
Because I'm 11.
Goldfish crackers are awesome.
Yeah.
I know.
Was Goldfish on your team in the
Yeah.
the cheese bowl?
Yeah, because I argued that they span generations and that my son loves them and I still love them.
That's right.
Yeah. Goldfish crackers are great. Who doesn't love a goldfish cracker? What about you, Matt?
I'm gonna go a little out of left field here. Okay, as it said, or where you've traveled.
Oh, boy.
And I had
If you say France, I'm throwing my pen at
Not
you.
I was gonna
France.
say reindeer.
not France, but Italy. In Italy, I've had the best gas station food and the worst gas station food.
Do
They're
tell.
Both on the same trip. The best was
What did you hear today? What might be the price? What might be the venue? So let's find out. It's time for Gary to say, hey, Matt.
What's on the gas station menu?
Yeah. Damn, impromptu. I love
Yeah,
it. I
sure.
didn't even think I had one. I didn't even think I had a shed.
Here we are.
All right, so the best was very simply this pre-packaged cookie. It's like a butter cookie with a cream center. And my wife and I always refer to them as gas station cookies because we got them
Yeah,
at
gas
this
station.
Italian gas station. And a very similar brand is available at Whole Foods. So we are now able to get gas station cookies.
But-
that was the best gas station food I ever had.
And you still call
We
them
still
that?
get
Like,
them.
Can we
and
get some
still
gas
call
station
them that.
cookies?
That's right.
Okay.
That's correct. If you're going to Whole Foods, don't forget the gas station cookies. That's a perfect example of a sentence said regularly in my house.
Awesome.
On the same trip, we, as you know, are very into food. We do a lot of planning. But there was a day in Italy where we didn't really have a plan for food. And it was a long road trippy kind of day. And at a certain point, we saw a gas station had pizza. And we thought, it's Italy. Every place in the world's got to have good pizza. Or every place in this country.
A pizza or a gas station in Italy sounds like they'd make a better pizza than anywhere in America.
Right.
You're in Italy.
So much like the bar that you're describing, although
Minigans.
didn't have the wood fire element, but there was like a pizza buffet, like a pizza bar, where they had placed several different slices of pizza. It was dog shit. I mean, it was like cardboard, microwaved cheese kind of vibe. Absolutely disgusting. It was hands down the worst meal that we had in Italy. It was also the worst gas station food I've ever had. And that's what's on the menu.
Yeah. Damn.
I've heard that.
Pizza.
I've heard that from everybody who ate pizza in Italy. That fucking pizza sucks in Italy.
No, I've had some great pizza, just not from the gas station.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
wonder if I'm just so used to American pizza that I don't know if I'll like Italian pizza. Who knows? Who knows?
You would.
I know I probably would. Look, I find pizza very hard to mess up. Like a DiGiorno.
That's wrong.
I don't know. I've like even a DiGiorno, like a frozen pizza. I love it.
I don't think I've
love
ever
it.
eaten a piece of pizza that I've really hated.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Well, you guys should spend more time in the frozen pizza aisle at any grocery store.
I
I
did
love a
Red
frozen
Baron.
pizza.
Oh.
Love a frozen
DiGiorno.
pizza.
I'll eat it
I'm
all.
totally
It's
okay.
awesome.
Celeste.
Delish.
Mama Celeste.
Yeah.
Is that the best one? I feel like I did a segment where I tried to find the best frozen
You know what?
pizza.
I know Barstool figured out for us.
Yeah, hey Barstool, why don't you guys figure it out?
Newman's Own, real quick. That one is solid.
Wait, that guy on Barstool has that pizza show. He has to have done frozen pizzas, right?
He did it during quarantine.
Oh, so now we're just jacking their shit. Shit.
Wow. Damn
Fuck.
By the way, Gary Ghost, did you see that Barstool did the ice cream draft?
Yeah, I saw it. I didn't
Are we
like
okay
it.
with that? No.
No, I
No,
didn't
we're
like it.
not okay with it,
You
Chris.
tried to defend them.
I did. I tried to defend them.
Chris was jumping on your logic, and I didn't appreciate it. Caitlin's coming over here with like, well, they do drafts. Get the fuck out of here.
Dawson, you see that Barstool posted a draft of best ice cream?
That's exactly what you did.
From an ice cream truck.
I stand
Was
by
it?
it.
No, I think it was just. Was it all ice cream or just?
If it was from an ice cream truck, then, and if part of them were, part of the answers were ice cream truck foods,
It
then,
included things.
then this goes very fucking deep.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
shit! All right, Gary
This,
goes.
I'm giving him the
there's
benefit
too much
of the doubt
coincidence
on this one.
That's too much.
Barstool, show yourself. Just make it known. We see. We'll
right.
bark at you. Don't think we won't.
We have to. Now we have to do it. Bark at Barstool.
No, but we got we had to do the parade people.
Let's save the parade bark. Save
They
the
probably
parade
only
barks.
have a Facebook
All right,
page or
everybody
something.
bark at Barstool. Let's see what happens.
Barkstool.
Show yourself.
Yeah, show yourselves.
Hashtag Barkstool.
Barkstool, yes. Yeah, that's the movement. Dude, remember Barkstool of 2021? That was a
Dude,
crazy
that
time.
was a big movement.
That was a cultural phenomenon.
It was. Let's see here. Gary Simpson says, I was
we
thinking.
still are on comments, huh?
Gary Simpson says, I was thinking the word dickhead just not used as much as it used to be. What are your thoughts?
I use it a lot.
Yeah?
Not enough, though. Not enough. I'll agree.
Bring it back, Doss.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
All right, dickhead.
It's used frequently around my household.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just from your wife.
Yeah, I was going to see.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Anytime I'm doing anything wrong.
It's good.
No, there was a
Yeah.
TV show we liked recently where a character called up another character's voicemail and went, "Oi, dickhead," and then it just cut to a different scene, and we thought that was hilarious. So we say it.
I think it's
all
funny
the
when
time.
girls call guys dickholes. I don't know why.
too.
Let's see here. Bill Richardson, he says, hear me out. Catch tortillas, throw back baby-sized chongas. So do a little
no.
transformation when we get
That's
the
like
tortillas
a that's
done
like
with
a
us.
manic.
Yeah.
I mean, a magician thing.
This is again related
Magic
to the parade,
thing.
right?
These people aren't going to be expecting us to throw anything back. We can't throw baby-sized chongas. It'll be a disaster.
They're not going to be shaped like babies. They're just going to be the size of babies.
Right, but they're
Does that help?
deep fried and hot. It's still bubbling when we throw it at
Those
you.
are basically grenades. They're going to explode when people don't catch them.
Yeah, they're lucky. Taryn.
Exploded chonga.
Oh, here's a correction, an addendum. Taryn Acker and Jonas Eklof both wanted us to know that when we were talking about Loki, and we said, oh, from Greek mythology,
That was me, by the way. I fucked that up.
it's Norse. So, and that makes sense. So Norse mythology.
I'm very sorry.
Diane Jacobs says, I love the water cooler. My only complaint...
Uh-oh.
We couldn't have just cut it off.
Yeah, no. So love the water cooler. Thanks, Diane.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I think.
My only complaint is
Here we go.
Dawson.
Yeah, I complain about that too.
Uh-oh.
His voice is so hot, but less F words would make him even hotter.
Wait, like level?
No.
Volume
You're
wise?
sexy, bro.
No, your voice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hot is an audio engineer term. No, your voice sounds sexy. It makes her quiver.
Well,
But,
fuck. Thanks.
yeah, I had somebody message me
See, I got to even it out.
like, Chris, I will give you $100 if you can get Dawson to tell a story without using the F word. But here's the thing: you can't tell him. And I've been singing that message for a year.
That's undoable.
Let's see here. Stéphane LeBlanc
Stefan.
or Stefan.
Stefan LeBlanc.
I think it's Stephanie.
Or Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Stephane
That's Blank Man.
says, they said on today's podcast that they were not sure if I was a male or female because they thought it was Stephanie. I am male, and my name is French, so that's why it could be taken as Stephanie. Caitlin got my name right, and I am from Canada. Also, I do agree with Matt that my favorite Marvel movie would be Loki, just because it's new and it was so good. But if I remove Loki, my favorite Marvel movie is Avengers Endgame. Woof, woof. So, Stefan. Thanks, Stefan. And I just watched Loki, the first 2 episodes.
What'd you think?
Chris, you told me about it earlier, and
Yeah.
you said
It's my favorite Marvel movie. I said that as a joke, though, but I really like it. I'm having a blast watching it. I think it's very well done, and I might have to check out now WandaVision and all the other Marvel stuff because it looks like they're really doing a good job with these things.
Yep.
And then Falcon, Winter Soldier. If I have time to. No,
I don't know.
you didn't watch it. How would you know?
Yeah, I watched some of it.
I watched all of it.
Worth it? All right.
You kind of have to. I mean, you either pot commit or you don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll pocket it. But right now, I'm really enjoying Loki.
Loki is making me want to watch WandaVision.
I didn't know
But
Owen
not
Wilson.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I was just chomping at the bit
all right,
to
yeah.
talk over you.
Yeah, you should really, when you're conducting a conversation, not be chomping at the bit.
I didn't know Owen Wilson was in Loki, so that was just a nice, pleasant
Oh, wow.
surprise.
I
that,
did not know either.
Yeah, that he was in it, and he's very Owen Wilson-y, and it's great. So if you love Owen Wilson, that's enough for you.
Peak OW.
I've
Yeah,
heard,
what is POW?
Prisoner of War?
No.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, it is.
Prince
yeah.
of Wales.
Oh, Prince. What about Peak Owen Wilson? What's Peak Owen Wilson?
Wedding Crashers.
Oh, now I get what you're saying.
POW.
Yeah. There you go. See too many of these today, folks.
Matt seriously answered me. Prisoner of War.
Yeah, I was
I knew he'd
legit
come around
confused.
eventually, but that was a journey.
What is POW?
Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Crashers, definitely. Which, by the way, they are making a sequel with everyone
No,
returning.
don't really.
Yep.
Oh, that is
That's
the
a bummer.
perfect comedy.
But I would also say Zoolander. He's pretty great in that.
He is really great. Ooh, that's a
That's
tough
a good
call.
call.
Yeah, mine was probably going to be Wedding Crashers.
I
What
gotta
about you,
give it to
Doss? What do you like?
Zoolander.
Owen
I
Wilson?
don't like the guy's fucking nose. You know.
Wow. So you
I don't
can't
think he gets
So
a
you
peek.
choose kill.
I don't think he gets a peek.
Yeah.
He doesn't get a peek
He doesn't get a peek.
That's harsh.
because he broke his nose and it healed weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't like the guy. I just don't like him.
You're a Luke guy, huh?
Yeah. Well, Luke, yeah, I like Luke. Luke looks like my brother.
Yeah? Oh, then you would like Luke. So you're Luke. What about you guys? Luke or Owen?
Great question.
I mean, I think I would go Owen.
Yeah, I'm going Owen. Going Owen.
Owen.
I'm going Owen too.
I'm
What
going
about-
Owen.
Oh,
Wow.
It's more fun to
not
say.
that I
Tell
hate
you what,
Luke.
but no, he'll stab you
It
in the
was
back,
tou- it was
guys.
tough. It was a tough choice.
He's got to be that kind of guy.
Yeah,
He's gonna fuck you.
going Owen. I like that. All right. Well, anyway, those are our comments. Thanks to everybody for writing in. All right, and that will do it for today's episode of Water Cooler. With thank you for the impromptu Shea Fond du Lait.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, Matt.
Because I asked Kaylin and Matt, hey, do you guys have your segments? Matt, you doing Shea? Kaylin, you doing Flick? And both of them were like, no, we don't have anything today.
Yep.
And,
Good. Have a good show, buddy.
yeah, have a good show. So I thought, okay, well, look, we only play the outros in Patreon, but it looks like for today we would only play the intros. But we did get
You
an
still
impromptu
got an intro.
Shea, so
And
I'm
you
happy
get your
about
listener
that.
comment intro.
There we go. All right, you guys want to get our comments? Our comments are.
We've done enough of those.
You want to do our plugs?
Yes.
Get your plug in? All right, I'll start over here with Kaylin. By the way, Kaylin, some people on Facebook were very happy that you actually plugged something last week.
Oh, well, I'll plug something else.
Okay.
I sort of did have a flick in today, but I chose to save it for Patreon, and that is the movie I Care a Lot on Netflix.
Oh, nice.
So I'll be doing that on the Patreon show.
Should we watch that
if you
for our
wanna
movie?
watch it ahead of time.
Should we watch that? What movie are we going to do for Patreon that we're going to comment over?
For the movie night?
Yeah.
We're going to do Under Siege.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And that's on Netflix as well, and that is going to be on our Patreon page. All you got to do is go to patreon.com/watercooler to subscribe.
And did you know when that drops? Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night? Yeah, we're recording it tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So I can't wait. I've never seen it.
I haven't either.
Oh, you two are in for a treat.
I'm looking for. I did download it to my iPad to watch it on the plane to Golden, but I ended up sleeping instead. So that's great. Gary, so what you?
I referenced earlier Entourage, so Victory the podcast. They just reached 1 year, and we did
Yeah, all right.
we did a really fun clip show. So if you have never listened to it before, you can start there and hear 7 or 8 good clips.
Great. Victory the podcast. Matt, so what you?
I'm going to piggyback on what Kaylin said. Go to patreon.com/watercooler. Check out our movie commentary. You did say that, right, Keelan? Someone
Yeah,
said it.
yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Under Siege. Super excited about that. And then also coming out in a couple weeks, the return of Sword and Scale Rewind, co-hosted by myself and Ian Bagg, who is hilarious.
Yes.
And I'm very excited about that. So that show is at ssrewind.com. You can subscribe. Coming out soon.
Can't wait. Yeah, it's two super funny guys talking about really depressing shit, but they actually make it listenable. So I like that, man. And when we say patreon.com, shouldn't we be saying patreon.com?
Nope.
People got tight now.
Now you're messing with money. There is a line, and you found it.
Having said that, we should buy up
Patreon.com.
Yeah.
Patreon.com or .com.
Stop with this insanity
Fucking don't.
now.
You can't just do that.
Sure you can.
You just go get your own.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, so you can go
Patreon.com.
buy
You can do like
obscure-
movies.tv
super
or
obscure
whatever.
fucking URLs.
You could
Yeah,
totally
you
buy
can.
.com. Watercooler.com.
Wow.
Watercooler.com.
We got to buy that. How much
Where
is
were
that?
you when we fucking bought the last URL, Chris?
I didn't think of it, but it was right in front of us this whole time. Look at the reaction we have. It's
What's going to be
great.
so great is
Galen
when you
loves it.
I
tell
love it.
new people who have no idea what the show is. You go watercooler.com. They go .com. You go nope.
So help me God, if one of you doesn't plug the correct URL at this point, I'm going to fucking lose my mind.
Watercooler.com.
Stop.
That's awesome. Facebook.com/groups.
Yes.
Dude, watercooler.com. We have to figure out. My friend, he's a programmer. He's like an IT guy. He's like, you know what? The big, because it used to be like .com, and then people got .net. And
Here we go.
And it's like, now it's really, you can do anything you want now at the end of it. He says the big thing right now is .fuck. He's like, yeah, people are just buying .fucks. So watercooler.fuck could be a thing
good.
too.
I want to buy a .fuck and then sell it to somebody, or give it to somebody and then say that I gave a fuck.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
come on.
If you have to give it though, you'd want
Dawson
to
doesn't
sell it.
like that one, but I'm glad you guys reacted.
I don't even know what's funny anymore. With you guys laughing so hard at this .clom thing. I do not fucking understand it. Oh my God.
I love that he hates it.
Yeah, I love that too. That helps.
It's the best.
Yeah, that's funny.
It makes it so much funnier.
Can you imagine, Doug? That makes me happy. That makes me happy. Doss, what can we plug for you?
Jesus Christ. As much as I'm not in favor of streaming music, it's an easy way to give a bunch of love to the great Alan Parsons. Stream fucking everything, especially La Sagrada Familia. And congratulations to Alan
Did you just
Parsons.
say Clausa? Sorry. Clausa. I was trying to get the claw in there.
Claw.
Alan Parsons just got an honor just below being knighted. He's got the Order of the British Empire.
Yeah, I heard.
That's pretty cool.
Award. So fucking play some Alan Parsons Project, and
Yes.
congratulations to that.
Yeah, even if it's just serious and the song's serious, and you just run out from room to room into rooms that play it. It's,
Just run into the room.
dude, it's
Perfect.
fun.
High
man.
five people along
yeah,
the way.
it's so worth it. It's that's the song Caitlin, that the Chicago Bulls would come out to.
Oh,
It's
yeah, okay.
epic. All right, so yeah, make sure to listen to some out. Why don't you like streaming?
Because it pays.
What it pays
if
the
you
artist?
really want the money, go to the artist's website. I mean, if you really want the music, go to the artist's website and buy it there.
Okay, there you go. And as for me, yeah, definitely hit up patreon.com/watercooler to subscribe to all stuff. Oh, and also I'm at Marina Wine this weekend in Long Beach, 7 to 10 p.m. This Friday, Saturday, 7 to 10 p.m. Come out. Let's hang. And if you bark at me, I will recognize it. And I'm very,
Cat's
very,
out of the bag.
I'm very sorry, miss. Okay, that'll do it for Water Cooler. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you so much, and we'll see you. We got 2 more content on the way this week. We'll see you there in Patreon.